Hey y'all, I'm back with another video and I've got really great news, y'all. First of all, let's take a moment to acknowledge the choir sleeves or director sleeve. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I don't know why that's the first song that came to my head. But I've got an update and I've got really great news. But before I get into this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell so you stay notified when we drop another video. Okay? I'm waiting. Did you click it? Okay, thank you so much. All right, so this is an update video, by the way. So, do you remember in June when I inserted that clip from church? Was it June? I think it was June. Where I was like, oh my gosh. It was very emotional. I can laugh at it now, but it was very emotional in the moment. Where I was going through it, I felt like I was just not it. I felt like I am educated. I am Black. I am smart. I have so much to offer. Why would these people not think that I'm good enough to be in this position? Like, why would these people just look at me and be like, your services are no longer required? That really tore me down and mashed me up for a minute, and probably should have inserted the clip. The clip will be right here. So take a minute to watch it if you haven't seen it yet, because this is the update for that video. So prior to or around the time that I got let go from where I was working, I got the call to proceed with my steps for going through schooling, right? So I went through with schooling, and as you all know, I got accepted because I've been talking about schooling for the past 2 videos, right? So I got accepted, and it's been going very well, like really well. I enjoy what I'm learning. And then I got a call asking me to confirm my full name, my date of birth, that type of stuff. And this job is on my list of my goals. Like, it's one of the things that I've wanted to accomplish. And the fact that they called me and they said that they have an offer, it was just like, is this real life? And the best part is I'm getting paid, and this is okay. Not the best part. This isn't the only good part, but one of the good parts is I'm getting paid more than what I was begging for at my last job. And I say that to say, because I've said it in the previous video, if you haven't watched it, pause this and watch that one. Sometimes we need to take a step back and just let God do the work, because us doing the work, it's really not it. Like, I spent so many years, quote unquote, killing off myself, working so hard to get to a place where the people looked at me and said, your services are no longer welcome. We no longer need you here. Goodbye. Like, years. My post-secondary schooling was initially towards this career. From high school, I was working towards that particular career. And you hear what I'm saying. I was. But I never thought, y'all know I'm spiritual, I never thought about what God wanted me to do, because I just presumed that what I wanted was what he wanted. Hello. So I followed that path. But when I tell you that I let go and let God and trust and believe, it's scary, because even though I had applied to this specific job and this was the job that I really wanted, when I saw that time was going by, I was like, I can't just sit here on my hands. So I applied other places, but I didn't apply to those places because I wanted to work there per se. I applied to those places because I wanted money. And this is going to be just as transparent as that testimony talk. Like, I really just wanted to have access to more funds so that whatever I wanted, and I'm saying what I'm saying, whatever I wanted, not what I needed, whatever I wanted, I could get, because all my needs, they're covered. So I applied to these other places, got interviews, got as far as them saying, yes, we would like to, but I was like, I don't want to put myself back into a position. And then I also said to myself, why are you doing this again? Because God had advised you to apply to this specific job, and just because it's taking long doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Another word for somebody. So just because your time isn't God's time doesn't mean it's not meant to be, okay? And I know a lot of us, especially millennials, think to ourselves, okay, by the time I'm this age, all of these things need to be checked off. By the time I'm this age, this stuff will happen. So in my 30s, this is going to happen. While I'm in my 20s, this is going to happen. And I know because I'm 28, sometimes I feel as though I should be further along. Or I have older friends and they're older and they've experienced more and they're further along in their lives. And sometimes I look at myself at 28 and I'm like, why am I not like them? And they're like pushing 40. But I'm 28. And I had to take a step back and realize a couple things, which I've mentioned in other videos, and I just want to reiterate. Do not compare yourself to other people. Your timing is not their timing, and your timing surely isn't God's timing. And the only timing that really matters is God's. So that's point one. Point two, never allow anyone to make you feel like you aren't worth it. Okay? And I'm saying that based on my experience, because when I felt like, man, like, why am I not good enough for this job? I was like, okay, so then I'll just apply to any little old job, since clearly I'm not good enough for this world of business, of the legal field. Then maybe I'm good enough for something over here, which I'm then overqualified for. You know, so never allow anyone to make you feel like you aren't good enough. And the next thing is, and this is just a sermonette for me, when you say you're going to let go and let God, let it go. Like, really let it go. Because I let go as it pertained to school, and God has been seeing me through. And I was hesitant to let go as it pertained to work because of finances. And I mean, let me chop my 10. Finances they're important because, I mean, we need it to survive, right? You have to pay your bills. If you don't pay your bills, you're not going to have a roof over your head. You're not going to have light, water, internet, cable. You know, there's so many things, and I understand the fear, and I don't want to ever make it sound like I do not understand the fear, because hello. The fear is there, the fear is real, but when you go through like what I've gone through, what I just went through, that trust God statement, it just hits differently. Like, it really does hit differently. And I'm gonna get real personal, real personal. So last year, I think I mentioned this. Keem was laid off from work between May, and he returned to work, I think either the end of September, early October, right? That was last year. This year, I got let go in May, and I'm returning to work, obviously a new job, end of September, right? So it's crazy how identical the situation is, and how we've come out of it. And when I tell you this is not of our own doing, I mean, granted, we have made the necessary precautions so that we can have some sort of a cushion, per se, in terms of having our own business. However, anybody who knows business will tell you that if you start a business today, it doesn't mean tomorrow it's going to take off and shoot up to the skies, right? It takes time. It's a gradual process, which we had to learn and which we've been going through. But when I tell you that God has really shown up, I know sometimes when people say God showed up, you guys don't, people don't really like, it doesn't really hit them. Imagine I'm on road thinking back in May and in June, maybe even at the top of July, I'm thinking I'm not worthy and I'm not worth it. And God is out here proving that I'm worthy and proving that I'm worth it. And this is just mine and Keem's situation. And I'm sure each of you can take a step back and look within yourself and within your life, and you can see how God truly has shown up and showed out for you. So when I sit here and I tell you, yeah, guys, let go and let God, don't think that Deandra was all like, okay, God, take it. I fought a little. As much as I said, let go and let God, I was still hesitant because I'm like, what if when I need the stuff, he don't give it to me when I need it? Because ideally, in a perfect situation, how I would have let all of that go down is the day they let me go, because it was a Friday, I would have made sure by Monday I had a job. Like, that's how my ideal situation would have been. It wouldn't have been to spend the time that I spent off, even though that time was actually really good for me, because I was able to work on my mental health, because that job was stressful, like so stressful. It was not doing anything good for me. I was able to bake more. And if y'all follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I love to bake. Let me see what I made. I made cheesecake. I made banana bread. I tried zucchini bread. Oh, it is so good. A cornbread. I'm trying to beg my mom for that cornmeal pudding recipe so I can do that next. Like, these are the things. I was able to be so free. Go walk on the beach. Go walk downtown just for the fun of it. Enjoy running around with Ava. Enjoy being with Keem. You know, like, there were so many things that I wasn't able to do because I was so preoccupied or so focused on a job. Hello. That was not focused on me. That did not care about me. The focus song by her. Me? Can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? So I think that's a message for us to, all consider. Are we focusing on something or giving something in our lives too much attention that's not giving us back the same amount of attention? Whether you want to relate this to work, whether you want to relate it to a relationship, whether you want to relate it to whatever you can possibly think of. For me, I need equal focus. So if I'm giving 100% to work, I should know that work's going to have my back 100%. If I'm giving 100% in my marital relationship, I need to know that Keem's giving me 100%. And a lot of y'all believe that you should give 50 and they should give 50 and that's how you get 100. No, you give 100, they give 100, you get 200. Okay? That's how it's supposed to work. I'm giving my all, you give your all. And all is usually associated with 100%. So what are you giving all of that attention to? And once you've identified it, is that specific thing giving you the same amount of attention? And as I mentioned, relationship, I actually saw a video on Instagram this morning, and the question was asked, how long is too long for the person you're in a relationship with to respond to you? And I know that question comes up a lot. Like, let's say it's early morning and you send a good morning text, but then you don't get a response until like in the evening. How do you feel? Are you then giving more of yourself than they're willing to give to you? Or is it that this person went to work well before you and they don't have access to their phone, and when they finish work they can message you, you know? So obviously I'm not saying everything is cut to a T or to a certain shape, but just ensure that whatever you're giving of yourself, you're not giving so much that you burn out and that you're not receiving anything. Let that be the last thing you learn from me in this video. But in short, life is getting better. God is showing up. I mean, he always showed up, but now he's showing out. He always showed up, but like even more so. And I am grateful for what he's done for me, and I believe that he can do exceedingly abundantly above all you or I could ask or think, because I did not think that I would be doing my master's, and I did not think I would be doing it in a field like this. I did not think that I would also love it this much. And then I also did not think that I would get the job that I got. All right, so I do believe that if you put your mind to it, and if you're serious and you're earnest in your asking, you too shall receive great favor. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope someone here was blessed. I hope you've learned something from what I said, and I hope you continue to learn, because I'm still learning to let go and let God and trust him and trust the process and trust every single step and every single hurdle, every single thing you've had to go through, because the 3 weeks that I've been in school, every discussion I've had to pull from something that I've experienced in my life. And it's interesting to know how every step that I had to take, or every step that I took, every position that I may have placed myself in, or God allowed me to go in, how I've been able to pull from those stories to make a connection, to have a good discussion response. So trust your process, because you never know where you'll end up, and you never know how what you're currently doing can benefit where you want to go or where you want to be later on in life. As I posted on Instagram, short-term goal, check. Long-term goal, loading. And as life continues, I will share. But thanks guys for listening. Trust your process. I believe in you just as much as you have believed in me. And again, I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. To like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much, because it's the choir director sleep. Anyways, till next time, be safe, make good choices. Here at TMI, we strive to be thought-provoking. Say it, Eva. Motivational, inspirational. Goodbye. Hey TMI family, thanks for watching another great episode here at That's Just TMI. Don't forget to follow us on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell so you're notified when we drop another video. Till next time, bye!